Hey guys, what is up? In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about a process called user experience design, and more importantly, I'm going to share with you some tools that I use for user experience design, right? Now, user experience design is when you map out the user journey that your users will go on, right? And the reason why you would want to do that is because you're going to remove any bottlenecks, you're going to make it easy for them because you've thought about it and you've validated it, and you can even test it, right, by actually asking real users to go through the process, and then you ask them how they feel about it. You get a score on things. There's many user experience design validation processes and whatnot, but for this process I just want to thin it right down, and as a digital marketer or someone who's creating like an online business, using user experience design and really spending time on it will show you how you can think about what your users are going to go through, especially if you're spending money on like a custom application or a custom website or a custom funnel system. If it's something that you're going to be investing a lot of time and effort in, and money as well, investment, then this will really help you out, right? Now, even if you've got like a small business that you're doing, or if your idea is to have multiple different, small, or what's known as like nest eggs, or small assets like small websites, or different online businesses, then investing in a tool, right? And I'll make a list. Investing in a tool like Miro, Figma. Now Figma, I will say, is awesome. Figma is next level. It is really, really good, and it's actually affordable as well. So these are like the tools. So I'll get this out of the way, and we'll talk about in this video. This is what we're going to be talking about. But there's this one, and then you've got things like and there's various Adobe tools. I believe it's like Sketch, if I'm not mistaken, and then XD, right? So where that leaves us is these are the tools, and I'd go and check them out and see which one you like the look of and give it a go. Most of them do have like trials with them, so you get to check them out. But the whole point of this is what you would use it for, right? And this is what we're going to discuss in this short video. So these understanding like a user flow is understanding like, okay, so the user enters on this page, and then there's two buttons, and if they click on this button they go here, then they go here. But if they click this button, they might go here, here, right? And if they go to this one, then they might go here, or then to this one. Then this one might send them back to that. This one might send them somewhere else, right? And ... obviously represents more, meaning there's more to this journey than, but I'm just showing you. So this is like a user experience journey flow, right? So this is understanding where the user enters, what options they've got, like call to actions, and what happens when they hit this. Because by doing this, you can sort of map out that, oh yeah, okay, so this is logical. Like if they say yes, then we'll offer them various options. So if they say they want this option, then they would have to ring us up, which they do here. And if they want to be rung up, then if they give us their details, then we'll bring them back into this process. If not, we'll just go to this part of the process and whatnot, right? It gives you that mind map. So by doing this and then building your designs based on this, it really adds value, right? And this is how a lot of the big corporate people do this, like big corporate companies do this. Coca-Cola, Disney, and other brands and such, right? So what tools like Figma and Miro will allow you to do is they have got what is called like libraries and tools built in to do this sort of stuff really easily, right? So I'm just going to say, when this is really good, because if you're building, say, like if you've got an online agency, or if you're going to go down that route, you know, build websites for people or funnels or whatever, if you engage with people at work even, right, this might help you out. If you're involved in any kind of the digital aspect, then if you don't already do this sort of stuff, then it will really help you out, right? So now that we understand this, like what UX is in more detail, I'm going to show you how these tools make this job a lot easier, right? So with tools like Miro and Figma, they've already got pre-configured tools and libraries for this process, right? So what do I mean? So they normally have a section or a side panel or a library, right? And they've got things like, it normally looks something like this. So it'll be all the common components like input field, you might have button, you might have, let's say, input fields, button, image, and then, you know, it has loads of various different options, right? And these are like the building blocks for the most common types of building blocks, right? And within seconds, literally within seconds, what you can do is you drag and drop. So these are your tools. Then usually they have like what they call art boards, right? And what you do is you literally find the component you're looking for, and to get started out, you can even have devices, right? So you've got things like tablet or phone. And what you do is you drag one of these. So let's say you're building a mobile app, or you want to plan one out, or even if you want to get one priced up. This is a really good process for doing that, right? It'll drag onto the artboard like something that represents what looks like a phone, and they actually look really cool as well. So it looks something like that, right? And you just drag it on, and then you drag the input field. So let's say we want to see what an opt-in form process is going to look like on a mobile, and you just map it out. So you've got one, then you have another one, then you grab the button there, right? And it just makes it easy. Like within seconds, you can have a mock-up of a user flow on that tool, right? And in terms of digital marketing, and why using tools like this will really help is because you get to map out the process of your user journey, right, for your digital marketing or online business. And it just saves so much time, because if you can map out the journeys properly and you've got the time to do it, then, and you know it's going to be something that you're going to do over and over again, then this is really good practice, and it really will help you to even go a step further, right? So once you've created your user flows to create like a minimum viable product, like say to actually create the mobile app or your web app, even sorry, like your web version of your app or something, then what you can do from this point, guys, is once you've got it created, then you can use the same process for conversions, right? So then you can use it for, so this first process could be like that. Then you think, okay, well, what would happen if we moved, you know, if we had a footer at the bottom, you know, or what would happen if we had the menu over here, or the menu over here, or and whatnot. But it just gives you that, it gives you a tool to do all this stuff. But it's just really powerful, and they will save you loads of time in terms of when it comes to building something, to optimizing it, and even scaling it up. These tools are awesome for, you know, for mind mapping, for planning out user experience design journeys. And it's good practice anyway, is user experience design, because if you invest in it and you do a good job in all your projects that you work on, then there'll be less bottlenecks and people like it more, so that your engagement is higher, you'll get more subscribers and loyalty and everything from users, because you've thought about it and it's intuitive to them. So the end result is it's intuitive, and it's because you've mapped it all out is what it is, yeah? So that's user experience design tools, and these are some of my best ones. But initiate the step if you haven't already got it in the way that you work with developing your online business, guys. So for the time being, guys, take care, and I wish you all the best.